I've been dealing with it okay. I'm not really on the internet that much. Like, none of us are really, Danny and Mike, our drummer and other guitar player, have like Facebook pages and stuff, but me and Matt don't have any presence on the internet. So I've been okay. It's kind of the same. It's just like a lot of touring, and it's been busy, but good. Well, best memories would probably be some stuff from this year. Like, we did, I don't know, we had some good shows this year. We opened up for Television, which was kind of like, they're one of my favorite bands of all time. So that was a good one. We're actually playing another show with them, I think, pretty soon too, which I'm pretty stoked about. And then, I don't know, we did a European tour in February with this band Absolutely Free from Toronto, and it was good. It was kind of when like everything was just starting to get rolling, kind of, you know, so like we didn't really expect that the tour was going to be, like, we thought it was going to be okay, and it was like, you know, going to be fun, like touring with our buddies and everything, but then like almost all the shows were sold out, and like people were going crazy, and it was fun. As far as worst memories go, I've told this story a lot of times, but it's true, so I can tell it again, I think, is we had one time in New Orleans where we had a bit of a seriously rowdy night, and then we decided to go to Bourbon Street just because none of us had ever been to New Orleans. We were like, let's go to the craziest place. So we drove down to Bourbon Street, and Matt was the tour dad that night, which is rare. Like, he's usually the most partied out of any of us, but he'd volunteered to drive that night. So me and Mike and Danny were just wasted, and he went to Parallel Park, and Mike is sitting in the front seat with the window down, and there's these people walking by on the sidewalk, and Matt's a good, like, cautious driver, so he's doing like a slow Parallel Park, and these people suddenly start yelling at us, and Mike's like, yo, stop the car, and he jumps out the window, and a dude had slipped in horse shit, literally, and he was wasted and had fallen down behind our car, and his head was literally just about to be crushed by the tire of our car. And then Mike just got back in the van, and we were like, let's get out of here. And then we just bolted. We were like, call an ambulance, that guy fell on the ground. And it was okay in the end, I think. Honestly, like, I don't know, we all kind of like dark, like, none of us are dark people, but we all kind of like that sort of thing. Like, since I've been a little kid, like, even listening to classical music, I've always been more attracted to the minor key. I don't know why, just that kind of thing is what I've always liked. And I know it's like same with everyone else. It's just kind of like the atmosphere that we've been attracted to in music for some reason. And honestly, like, we don't really like try to create a certain atmosphere. It's just like how, when we get together and write music, that's just how it happens. You know, like, that record is just us like jamming in my basement and then touring a lot. And that's just kind of what came out of it. Like, we're always, I don't know, we're good at like second guessing each other, I guess, in a way where you know when to tell somebody that they need to do better. You know, and you're like, you need to make a better guitar part for this song, like, it's time. You know, and then you're like, oh, and you kind of get upset for a second, and then you're like, no, I need to make a better guitar part, and then you do, hopefully. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just how it sounds when we write music together. Yeah. The Calgary music scene is, it's pretty small in a way. Like, Calgary's a pretty big city now, actually, but the music scene there is like, there's like a pretty small core of people who all have played in bands with each other through the years. Like, it's one of those kind of scenes where, like, anyone that's my age, I'm 32 now, and anyone who's my age has probably played in bands with mostly everyone else who's 32 in the city. Just because I don't know, just like everybody starts new projects all the time, and is like, the one nice thing about having a pretty small scene though is that you don't, like, say you want to play in like a free jazz or like a free improvisation kind of band, you know, like, if you live in Montreal or if you live in Toronto, then there's a scene for that already, and you can, like, and it's good, like, you can go and join that scene and like play shows with those people and do all that kind of stuff. But whereas in Calgary, like if you want to do something like that, you kind of have to start it yourself in a way, you know. So there's a lot of good things that come out of that, I think, where like a lot of people are just trying different things without really worrying too much about whether it's a good idea or whether it's like something cool or whatever. Like you're just like, oh, let's just like, you know, there's like Mike, our drummer too, like ran an all ages venue for a while where he was just like, oh yeah, like I remember when I was 15 and there was great all ages venues and now there isn't really anymore, so let's just figure something out. And he just like rented a space and like started putting shows on. Of course it got shut down like every all ages venue does, but it's like, you know, that kind of thing where or my friend Chris Dadge, who plays in a fantastic band called Lab Coast, who played here at Pontoon not that long ago, was like he puts on free improvisation nights, and it was the same kind of thing where there was just like nobody was doing it really, you know. And then it's just like, okay, like if you want to have like a weird show, you just got to put it on. So I don't know, it's a good scene though. I like it. I like everybody there. Yeah.